Hello everyone, this is Kathleen and I'm happy to be here today with a tag template. I haven't done a tag template in a long time, and so I'm glad to be able to share one today. I am calling this the power of three, and I've got a number of three kind of things with tags. Count to three and three, yeah. And that's because three is such a compelling number in art. There's a rule of three, and that's something different that has to do with composition, and I'll talk about that another time. But today I just want to talk about the power of three. It's everywhere. Three is everywhere. It's like a magical number. There's the three blind mice, the three stooges, there's the three little pigs. There's just three everywhere. There's the Godhead is three. There's a triangle is three. There's just something really special about the number three, and it's satisfying to us. Somehow it satisfies us. And so three is really a useful number when you're doing art. Okay, so here is the basic sketch for the template. This is the template, and I used a rubbing of this tag. So it has three things, counting these three as a group. There's 1, 2, 3, and then the foundation is at the back. So you've got the foundation, and then you have 1, you have 2, and then 3, a group of three, which is like an expansion, the power of 3 to the power of, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it's mathematical anyway. And this, by the way, this is the 3. This is less important. You could count the foundation of 1, 2, 3, and then this one as 1, 2, 3. There's any number of ways you can look at it, and there's any number of ways that you can kind of change this, but this is kind of the magical part right here. So here is an example, and here's another example. So you can see that this is a little different, but we still have 1, 2, and then we have a group of 3 here in these butterflies. Okay, so I am working on this pretty journal. This is my design team project for, not for the graphics fairy, but for Stacy's stories on Etsy. And I've been working with Stacy for a long time now, and I'm pleased to continue, hopefully, to work with her. But this is, I'm doing Out at Sea, and this is turning out really well. I've got about half of it decorated, and so now I'm just finishing up and doing a couple more pockets and tucks, and then I've got to do all the ephemera. And so that's partly why I needed tags and journal cards, and so that's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to show you the template and do this guest check, and then I'm going to do this pocket with a little bit of a variation, and then I have 3 other variations that I want to show you after I finish. So let's just start with the one that is the most like the template. So we have the background, and there's my glue, and then we're going to put down the first element, and that's going to be this. This is just a piece of one of the digitals from Stacy's kit, and so we're going to put that down first. Okay, It's not on straight because I often can't see well when I'm on camera. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, and then there's this one, oops, which is also one of the images. It's a postcard of a beach in Florida. And I just have taken a piece of that, and we're going to put that on here as well. This is going to be the number 2 layer. Is that on straight? Yeah, I think so. Maybe not. Honestly, okay. There we go. I think that's a little better. And then I have 3 little trading stamps that we're going to put here on the bottom. So this is a really easy template. Most of them are. But there's any number of ways that you can change it up so that you get a little bit of a variety. And I'm going to show you how you can do that even within the same project. I'm going to, I mean, I normally wouldn't use the same template again and again, but I'm going to, just to show you how you can make these variations and make them look different, but still have, all right, there we go. So it's nice if you can, even though you change everything else, if you can have this be the same thing repeated 3 times, because it's the repetition, you know, that kind of makes the magic in this template. Okay, I like that. Okay, now I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a pocket. And so I'm going to extend it. I'm going to lengthen it. And we're going to kind of, so it would be this way, but I'm going to just kind of turn it on its side and make everything a little bit longer. Now I have 3 seashells. They're not the same. So I'm going to break my own rule, right? Except that this is not, I really want to emphasize, this is not a rule kind of thing. A template is not necessarily a rule. It's just a pattern. And so this is a piece of an old newspaper, 1936, that my neighbor gave me a whole bunch of these when she was cleaning out a house. Okay, so there's the layer number 1, and I'm going to use this little seahorse from the kit as the layer number 2. I should have put some more glue in my bottle. So I'm kind of using that as an edge there. All right, and now, actually I won't close that. So now I want to put these 3 seashells, and I just have cut those out of this little field guide. going to put them in a row going down. If I can pick it up, there we go. Okay. So there's that, and this is going to be a pocket. So let me bring the journal and see if I can, there it is. If I can find the page. This is the page I wanted. So let me put that here, and we're gonna put this right here on this page. So obviously one item is an individual. 2 items is interesting. But 3 items, particularly if they're the same, creates a pattern. And that's partly, it's the beginning of a pattern. And that's partly why it's magical. So, and there's any number of ways you can use 3, obviously, but this is linear, but you could make a triangle. You could make rays coming out of like a radial composition. Yeah, any number of things that you can do. But because this is tall, I was kind of going for sort of a tall line. Okay, so there's that one. And then here's this one. It's a little more classical. And then I have also made this tag for the book. And it has these 3 little pearls. I wanted to use like the little flat back pearls, but this is already getting chunky, and so I just emptied the little reservoir from my hole punch and used those as pearls. So I have that tag. I have this journal card. So I have done the background, and then I have 1, 2, this kind of this sewing pattern tissue, and then 3. And I've done, this is actually 6, but it's the group of 3. So there's 3 the same, and then there's 3 the same. So a little bit of a variation there. But you can see that even though the template is there, you can see the template, but it's different enough that I'm willing to put this in the same journal. And then finally, I have made this, it's going to be a little pocket paper bag, and I've used this image. I have used the glassine bag here for layer number 1, and that this little hermit crab can live there. And then I have, this is a darling image of a mermaid. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. That's a Victorian-ish newspaper article of some kind. Anyway, and then I've just used a punch and made some green paper, and this is seaweed, my interpretation of seaweed. So there's that one. So all of these are They're the same template, but different. So, hey, thanks for being with me. I hope that's going to be a helpful template to you. And I will finish up this journal and get it flip through filmed. Then I'll see you again. Thanks for being with me. Bye-bye.